Welcome to RPG Elite, where we put the RP back into RPG, giving you tools, tips, tutorials, and all kinds of other stuff to make your RPG experience more immersive and enjoyable. If this is your first time coming to the channel, I want to welcome you, and for all the rest of you who are coming back, what's up, my fellow elites? Thank you for your support. In this video today, we're going to do something a little different. We're going to highlight a tool, and it's similar to a tool that I've covered on this channel before. And it's really on the DL. And so I'm going to keep it on the DL. I'm not going to give it away until we get into the actual meat of the video. So I'm going to keep this intro short, and you guys are going to love this, because as soon as I heard about it, I was like, oh, this is dope. And things are getting interesting in the RPG sphere. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video and get cracking.
A couple of weeks back, I posted a video about a piece of software called Dungeon Alchemist. In that video, I highlighted what the software was and when it would release. Now, if you haven't seen that video, then go ahead and click on the card up top and check it out. Dungeon Alchemist is an AI-powered map-making software. If you remember, I told you at the time I would attempt to get a beta copy of the software, but alas, and to my chagrin, I was not able to do so. They just shot a brother down. Bad baby, bad baby. So, in the interim, as a consolation prize, I've had the opportunity to sit in on a couple of live streams of others who got the beta software and see it work. The beta came out on October 16th. And right now, I'm reaching out to others to see if anyone would be willing to go through a live demonstration of what the software has so far and answer my personal questions here on the channel. However, it was shortly after I posted that video that I also came across something unexpected. I became aware of another piece of map-making software called Chronos Builder. This seems to be a similar piece of software to Dungeon Alchemist. Now, I'm here at the website, and as you can see, there ain't a lot going on over here. Not much. Let's go ahead and read what we got here. It says, we want to introduce you, it's supposed to be to, our new map creator, a powerful companion for make your map fast, alive and outstanding. Very soon, more information on our website and RRSS. Follow us on social media and stay tuned. And they have a Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Okay, it's clear the software is not released yet, and you have those different ways that you could connect with them, but it's very clear English is not their first language. Might want to go and help them out there. Now, the video footage posted on their YouTube channel, which is what you are seeing here, doesn't go into any kind of a deep dive of how the software will work. However, if you pay attention, you can see it's similar to the process that Dungeon Alchemist uses. It appears you'll be able to draw a map on a grid, and then it's going to auto-populate with whatever assets are appropriate for the style you've chosen. Even if you wanted to change the style to a completely different look after you've created a whole map, you can do so by simply selecting the whole map and then choosing a different style. And that, folks, is just too dope. And that's the one big difference I want to point out between Chronos Builder and Dungeon Alchemist. It appears that Chronos Builder will come ready with science fiction and modern styles built into it. Now, that's a huge plus for someone like me who doesn't play a lot of fantasy but sticks to genres like I have here on RPG Elite: science fiction, science fantasy, and superheroes. Now, that's not the case with Dungeon Alchemist, which will only have medieval and fantasy assets for map making out the box. Now, if you haven't bought into Dungeon Alchemist, this is going to be something to consider. They've said they're going to come out with assets at a later date for other genres, but there's no time frame on that. So it might be up to a year or more before we see anything after the software is officially released in December. With Chronos Builder, it appears it will come baked in automatically. Now, as you've seen in these videos, several of them have sci-fi themes already. Now, there are some drawbacks, however. With so little information on Chronos Builder, I'm not sure how their business model will work or what it will be. If the sci-fi and modern themes will be stretch goals on the Kickstarter, or if they will be add-ons you'll need to purchase on top of your pledge tier, or if they'll just be kind of different DLCs that you'll have to get later on. But no matter which way you look at it, it's clear they've already taken that into consideration and have the assets ready to go. This is not to say you have to wait for Chronos Builder to come out before you get this kind of power in your map making endeavors. Dungeon Alchemist is more than capable of performing the heavy lifting. If you stay primarily within the fantasy genre, you'll be golden. Get it when it comes out. However, if you don't, you can still get it and have some quality software until Chronos Builder comes out. You'll just have to be creative in what maps you make and have them fit your campaign for the RPG you're playing. Now, the developers of Chronos Builders have said they will release the software via Kickstarter. However, here's the downside. There is no definitive date for that. It could be days, weeks, or months before we see that campaign, which means we could be waiting up to a year before it is fully developed and released for those who back the Kickstarter. If you're like me, you're probably thinking about getting both pieces of software. And it really depends on how fast Chronos Builder comes out. If the science fiction and modern asset package for Dungeon Alchemist releases the same time Chronos Builder does, there won't be a whole lot of incentive to get Chronos Builder, unless you like their assets and styles over Dungeon Alchemist, or their price is competitive, or both. It's a toss-up. But one thing I can say for sure is that Chronos Builder looks good and is something you want to keep your eye on. So go over to their YouTube, subscribe, or go to their Instagram and subscribe, whatever floats your boat. But keep an eye out on this. This is a contender.
All right, so what do you think about Chronos Builder? I'm looking at it, and if it was in further development and we had some kind of time frame, I'd seriously be looking at it, and I'm still seriously considering it. But there's a lot of things, as I've mentioned in the video, it's up in the air. We don't know a lot of things here. We don't know when Dungeon Alchemist is coming out with their stuff. We don't know when Chronos Builder is going to come out with their Kickstarter. We don't know a whole lot of stuff here. So it's still up in the air, but I'm still considering it because of what I mentioned in the video. I don't play a whole lot of fantasy. I mean, I do right now. I'm playing this game right here. Oh, let me see. Right, I'm gonna move it over right here. Okay, right here. I'm playing that game right now. I have that campaign that we just started again, the One Ring. And that's a low fantasy game, though. Very different from any kind of mainstream game in the RPG community, because I don't play those. I play alternative RPGs, which is what we cover on this channel. That's what I play. I've been playing that for decades, really. So this is not something new. I've been doing that for decades, and that's what we cover here because there are just a lot of good things, and those are the genres that interest me. My hope is that they interest you as well. Okay, I'm going to get off here. Go check out Chronos Builder over at their website, over at their YouTube channel. Go check them out. So, till next time, let's say it all together now. Happy gaming.